students, in this video I am going to discuss about the problems of exercise 4.2 quadratic equations. So the first question, first part is given, find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. So here we need to find the roots of the quadratic equation using factorization method. So in my video I already discussed how to factorize a quadratic equation using factorization method. So let's see. Here we know that the value of coefficient of x square is a, that is 1, b coefficient of x is -3, and c is -10. So we need to find two numbers such that their sum should be equals to b, that is -3, and the product should be equal to a c, and a is here given 1 and c is given -10. So it will be -10. So what we need to do, we need to find the prime factors of 10. So 10 divided by 2, 5, and 5 divided by 5, it is 1. So we can say that we can factorize 10 as 2 into 5. So with this 2 and 5, we can make the combination. We can make the four possibilities. 2, 5, we are taking both positive, or we are taking 2 negative, 5 negative. We are taking 2 negative and 5 positive. We are taking 2 positive and 5 negative. Our requirement is what? We want sum should be -3. So if I will take 2 plus -5, so I think it will be -3. And if I will find the product of 2 and -5, then product will be also -10. So we can say that we need to split this -3x as -5 and 2. So we can split the middle term, x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. We can take between these two terms, we can take x common, so x minus 5. We can take 2 common between these two terms, so it will be x minus 5. Now we can say we have x minus 5 here, x minus 5 here, so we can take x minus 5 common. So, and here it will become x minus 5, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x minus 5 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 5, or x is equal to minus. Second part, the same method, same logic. A is given 2, b is given 1 coefficient of x, and c is given -6. So we want two numbers such that sum should be is equal to 1 and product should be equal to AC. So A is given here 2 and C is given -6. So A into C is -12. We can find the prime factors of 12. So 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. So we can say that we can write 2 into 2 into 3. We want here plus sum should be 1. So we can make the combination of 4 and 3. Yes. Either we can take 4 and 3 both positive, or we can take 4 and 3 both negative, or we can take 4 positive, 3 negative, or we can take 4 negative, 3 positive. Sum should be plus 1 and product. So it means if I am taking 4 plus -3, so sum should be plus 1. And if I am finding product of 4 and -3, so it will be -12. Understanding? So 2x square and this x middle term we can split as plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now between these two terms we can take 2x common, so it will become x plus 2. And between these two terms we can take -3 common, so it will become x plus 2 is equal to 0. Always keep in mind these two terms should be same. If we are not getting these two terms same, it means these factors should be same. X plus 2, here it will come x plus 2. If we are not getting same, it means we are doing something wrong. X plus 2 we can take common from all, and it will become 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, we can say that. So x is equal to -2 or x is equal to 3 by 2. So we can say that x is equal to -2 and x is equal to 3 by 2 are the roots of a quadratic equation. So these will be the two roots. Now we can see the question number 1, third part. Here it is given coefficient of x square is √2, b coefficient of x is given 7, and the constant term is given 5 √2. So we want two numbers whose sum should be equal to b, that should be equal to 7, and product should be equal to AC. So a is √2 and C is 5 root 2. We can multiply root 2 into root 2 is 2 and 5 into 2 is what? 10. So we need to factorize 10. So 10, if I will find the prime factors of 10, so 10 divided by 2 is 5, then again 5 divided by 5. So 10 we can write as 2 into 5. We want 7. Yes, we need, here you can see in the middle term 7 is there. Yes, so sum should be 7. So if we are taking both positive, or we can take both negative, or we can take 2 negative, 5 positive, or we can take 2 positive and 5 negative. Which possibility will work out with our requirement? Sum should be 7. So if I am taking 2 and 5, yes, so 2 plus 5 is what? 7. And if I will multiply 2 into 5, it will be 10. It means we need to split middle term as 2x plus 5x. So we can say that root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0 between these two terms. Yes, here students are having a problem because root 2 is given. Yes, so please keep in mind, earlier classes we already learned 2 we can also write as root 2 into root 2, that is equal to 2. So this, if I will take root 2 common between these two terms, so it will become what? Root 2x. So it will be x and it will become root 2. Similarly, between these two terms we can take 5 common, so it will become x plus root 2. So now you can see here we are getting the same x plus root 2, x plus root 2, after taking common. That means we are doing correct. X plus root 2 we can take common from all, so root 2 x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x plus root 2 is equal to 0, or we can say that root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus root 2, or we can say that x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. So in this way, x is equal to minus root 2 and x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. I think the third part of question number 1 is clear to everyone. Now we can see the next one. Here you can see, first we need to write in the standard form ax square plus bx plus c. It is already given, but here you can see 8 is coming because the constant term is given fraction. So it will be better if we are taking the 8 as the LCM and we are removing this 8 from the denominator. So we can see we can take 8 as the LCM. Yes. So it will become what? Here 1 is there and here 1 is there. So we can multiply 2 into 8, 16x square, minus, here we can multiply with 8 minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. This 8 will multiply this side. So we can also write like that, this equation 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. So here everybody knows a is 16, coefficient of x square. Yes, this coefficient of x is minus 8, b is minus 8 and c is 1. So we want two numbers whose sum should be equal to what? B, that is minus 8, and product should be AC. A is 16 and C is 1. So 16 into 1 is 16. Now we can see, we can find the prime factors of 16. Yes, 16 divided by 2, we are getting 8. 8 divided by 2, we are getting 4. 4 divided by 2, we are getting 2. So we can say that we want sum should be minus 8. Yes, so it means, and product should be 16. So we can say that we can arrange the numbers 4 and 4. Minus 4 and minus 4, because minus 4 and minus 4 when you will add, then it will be minus 8, just like the previous questions. Yes, so we can split minus x as, I think everybody is understanding, minus 4 into minus 4, it will be 16, and if I am adding minus 4 and minus 4, it will be minus 8. So we can say that here you can say this is our simplified quadratic equation. So we can say that 16x square and minus 4x and minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Between these two terms, I think everybody is understanding, 4x we can take common, so it will be 4x and minus 1. Minus 1 we can take common, 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 4x minus 1 I am taking common from whole, and 4x minus 1. So you can see here 4x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to what? 1 by 4, or x is equal to 1 by 4. So here you can see this question, x is equal to 1 by 4 comma 1 by 4 are the roots of the quadratic equation. Both roots are real and equal. Yes. So I think it is clear to everyone. Now we can see the fifth part of question number 1. Here you can see a is given 100, b coefficient of x square, B is minus 20 and C is given 1. So we want two numbers whose sum should be equals to B. B means minus 20 and product should be equals to AC. 100 into 1, it will be equals to 100. So we can find the prime factors of 100. 100 divided by 2, 50. 50 divided by 2, 25. 25 divided by 5, 5, and 5 again divided by 5. So here we can say that we are getting 1. So we can say that 100. Yes, 100 we can write as 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. We want sum should be equals to minus 20. So we can arrange 10 and 10. Yes, this 5 into 2 and this. So we can say that we want minus 10 and minus 10 we can. So if I will add minus 10 and 10, minus 10, it will be minus 20, and minus 10 and minus 10 we can multiply, that is also equal to 100, equal to product. So we can say that we can write 100x square, this middle term we can split as minus 10x minus 10x plus 1 is equals to 0. Between these two terms we can take 10x common. So it will become 10x minus 1. From here we can take minus 1 common, 10x minus 1 is equal to 0 beta. 10x minus 1 and 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we can say that 10x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 by 10 or x is equal to 1 by 10. So here we can say that x is equal to 1 by 10 comma 1 by 10 and both roots are real and equal. Yes. So I think all parts of question number 1 is clear.